Difficult afternoon for FC Telford United. They've gone out of the FA Trophy at the third round stage this afternoon against Stourbridge, losing 3-2, and I have manager Paul Carden with me. Paul, what are your thoughts after that today?
I thought when we went in front the second time, I thought we would have enough to see the game out, have enough experience on the pitch to do the right things in the right areas, but I was proved wrong, unfortunately. Performances today, you look at the results and you can come away and you can, as we all do as football fans and football people, and you go, oh, he didn't do well and he didn't do well. But actually there were some good performances, but were undone by lapses in concentration, which were costly. But it's so disappointing to lead twice in a game and then not come out on the right side of the result. It's especially with the goals so late on in the game. The winner from our wide free kick where the keeper claims it, throws it out, they run up the other end. The shot deflects into Striker's path and he toe pokes it home, and it just seems like one of those things that's common when you're not firing, if you like, or you haven't got the players that you want, or players are low on confidence, but we have to fight our way out of it. It's as simple as that.
I mean, is it you say about fighting there? I mean, I was going to ask you, how do you go about getting players out of that? Is it a mindset thing that they're in at the moment? Definitely,
because I've said it before. There's some good players, but for whatever reason, at times just that concentrated effort is lacking, and that is what makes good players, makes average players. Because if you've got that concentrated effort for 95, 97 minutes, you see the game out. And it wasn't pretty, and the pitch wasn't great, and it was very direct and end-to-end at times, and I would like us to have more control of the game, which we didn't have. But there is games like that where you just need to see the results out and do the right things in the right areas, not allow your opponents to come onto you. But I just felt every time they had any sort of momentum in the game, it was gifted from ourselves. I've obviously got to watch the game back again tonight and see what else was going on. But I felt pretty comfortable at times. But then we go and do daft things and we try and do smarter things than we need to, instead of putting the ball over the stand when we can defend and defend the throw-in as a block, rather than try and be smart and be in one-on-one situations and try and take risks which are unnecessary.
Sure. I mean, you've spoken about being a team that's hard to beat. I mean, it's difficult when you do, you're not making it easy for the opposition, but you're handing them gifts, aren't you?
Well, I said at half time, don't go away from the things that have got you success in the game. And for the goals, that's exactly what we did. That's what we done. We I wouldn't say we gifted, clear-cut chances, but we gifted opportunities that led to chances, and that's, we can't do that. We're in a position, certainly in the league, obviously, and in any game, we're in a position where we need to be at it, and we take our eye off it. There was an instance last week before Kettering's first goal. We've got 4 players with their backs to the ball from a throw-in. That ends up coming into the box, ends up with a free kick on the edge of the box, goes out for a goal kick. We play out when we're not set up to play out, and then we concede. But it's just all little things that mount up, and that's what seems to be happening. And it's a real, it's not just one thing that you can flick a switch on, or you can pull one player out and you can put one player back in. It's a whole mindset that we need to work to change quickly.
Sure. And you haven't got an awful lot of time to turn this around, because you've got an important game with Guiseley on Tuesday. I mean, you've spoken about being hard to beat, but it's not just about being hard to beat. You want to win that game, don't you?
Oh, 1,000,000%. To be honest, I'm not one of them who goes into games thinking, oh, we need to be ultra defensive, we need to sit on a point, and we need to make sure we've got a point going into the game. We need to come out, I'm not like that. I don't think the football in the level is like that. I think you can get at teams, and I think you can put teams under pressure and cause problems. But in order to do that, you need to have the base to be able to give a platform to the lads up front and the attacking players to go and do what they can do. You know, I don't want some of our attacking players, you know, 15-20 yards outside our box defending for 90 minutes hoping that we get a counter attack. I want us to play ourselves and sustain pressure in the opponent's half, which we can do, but we need to keep the back door shut as well, and we need to make sure that when the ball's at the top end of the pitch, our back line is doing their jobs, being ready, being set. I just feel that we're not quite doing that.
Sure. And I know you spoke about giving the players that were here the opportunity, and you know you wanted to work with them, but is what you're seeing giving you, you know, are you thinking you're going to need to bring players in?
We definitely need to bring players in. You know, it's not as easy as what we hope to bring players in, because the type of players you want are already, most of them are playing at good clubs where you can't get them. Obviously you've got the COVID situation whereby, you know, the loan market isn't something I want to go into preferably, but you know, it's probably the one in which we're going to have more success in getting players from. But then you've got clubs through the COVID situation who aren't wanting to let players actually out on loan and go outside of their bubble, and same with other clubs, and then come back and mix. So even that market is limited at the minute. Trust me, and you know, I say this, I'm on the phone every day, all day, trying to get players in. We're sending people out to watch different players all the time, and it is a 24/7 job looking to add to the squad. But what we don't want to do is just bring in another ordinary player who's going to just add to numbers but not impact the starting 11, because we need to bring players in who are going to impact the starting 11. That's the big one we need to do. You know, there's enough players out there who are ordinary who can come in and be okay, but we need better than that.
Okay. Thanks very much for your time, Paul.
No
Cheers.
problem.
Thank you.
No problem. Thanks.
Cheers.